And indeed it is. It's Ramby! To return to being DK, press and hold Z and press C left. Press and hold Z and then press the B button to do a charge. I will be showing off the charge attack momentarily. First, I'm just going to break all these huts. These huts will reveal switches for Kongs to hit. Well, at least 4 out of 5. And the last one, if we go out here, hang a left, you see a little Ramby thing. Now, I was just hitting B to hit those huts, but that doesn't work here, so you got to do your charge attack, and that will break through the thing. And what I entered was a no Ramby zone. That's another way you can get straight back to DK. Oh, look at that. We're gonna get our banana medal right here. Cool. That's red. Here's yellow. Hit this switch, and that will cause a golden banana to appear between a banana port 1 and a banana port 2. So what we're gonna do here is, well, I'm not going to use banana port 4. I could, but I have some unfinished business here. For you see, I have regular bananas to collect as DK here. There we are. Of course, using banana ports can be an integral part to getting to places quickly, as I will demonstrate shortly. I'm going to switch over to Diddy Kong for this here. And Diddy Kong is going to take banana port 4 up here. Hang a right. Take this banana punch and ground pound on the switch, which will make the bars behind a golden banana that's near Funky's just disappear. But as you can see at the top right, we have a time limit, so we gotta get there. We gotta go fast. Of course, using the banana ports can be quite the key to going to specific places fast. Have I said that enough yet? So basically, we took banana port 4, and now we're going to take banana port numero dos, slide down here to Funky's, and get ourselves that golden banana. Our first one as Diddy. So we have 5 golden bananas in total, which means we actually can take care of the B locker in the next world, but I want to take care of what I can take care of here, which is everything as Donkey Kong and Diddy, before moving on. In fact, why don't we just hit banana port 1 and start the level over? Because there are bananas here, regular bananas to get as Diddy Kong. So it's helpful. And there's peanut switches here. There's that and that. And to even top it all off, there's a red balloon here. And 3 red coins. So we already have 2 golden bananas for Diddy. I guess technically 3 because we have the blueprint, but we actually have to turn those in order to exchange it for a golden banana, which I will do later. So now I'm gonna go back to the scene of the crime. Back into this area here. Climb up this again. Thankfully, I don't have to shoot a switch and go across an awkward platform. I could just go about my business. My business of collecting regular bananas. There's a coin up there. Oh yeah, there's a banana bunch by the switch. I almost completely forgot about that. There it is. Also get some ammo. Now, Diddy said we needed Cranky's help because of this here. I'm not going to do that yet. Not going to do what you're supposed to do yet. Because there's stuff I want to get. Alright. Hitting this banana balloon should get me to 75 for Diddy. The coin for no reason. No special reason. Alright, so we're going to use our Chimpy charge. Break down this door here. Get rid of this guy and hit this little low thing here, which will cause these conveyor belts to start buzzing and going much slower than they were. So now we gotta make our way up here quickly, because this is on a timer, as I discovered in my practice playthrough. I have to be careful here, because these are not tucked into the wall. So that's something you kind of have to keep in mind. And now we have a sort of minecart type thing, another staple of the Donkey Kong series. We need to collect 50 coins on this ride and avoid hazards. We'll be using the stick to do all sorts of stuff and A to jump. And we're just gonna go right into this coin while Squawks is talking to us. Because why not? Okay. As this is the first of these little sections, this is not terribly difficult. Ow. I got hit by fire. Getting hit by, well, anything makes you lose 3 coins. So you just have to keep that in mind. Here's where you slow down. You got to slow down to avoid the... Oh, shit. You gotta slow down to avoid the Tnt Barrels. I wanted to hit that switch because there are more coins on the right-hand side of that than there were on the left. Fortunately, there are plenty of coins on this course. So making some mistakes, not that particularly catastrophic. Oh shit. So you see, that's the reason why you'll want to not slow down terribly much, because that TNT barrel will come riding up on your ass and cause you to lose 3 coins by being too slow. Okay, let's not hit that switch. And now I can afford to take a couple of hits at the end here, but I'm not going to, because that is literally the end. So we needed 50 coins, we got 59. And thus we get our golden banana. And we're at the bottom of this hill here. At the bottom of the place. There's some more bananas for Diddy. Alright, there's only 10 more after this. I honestly forget where they are. I already climbed those trees. Silly me. Do. Tell you what, I'm gonna figure out where I'm missing 10 regular bananas and get back to you. I've been a silly fool. They're up here by this golden banana. And if I can just shoot this balloon. Of course, sometimes that's difficult. We have 100 regular bananas for Diddy Kong. And all is well. Ah, jeez. And swimming is kind of awkward in this game. I might have mentioned that. Alright, Donkey. There's one more thing we gotta do. Well, there's a couple more things we gotta do with you. The first is Donkey Kong's Kasplat. It's right over here. Ow. Fucking shockwaves. There we go. It's just not done without the overly dramatic music. The little overly dramatic fanfare that plays. I'm gonna face the other way on these vines. And up into the Barrel Blast course we go, where there be 10 regular bananas. I know that for a fact. And I missed the first shot. I also missed the first shot in my practice playthrough, so clearly things are going super, super well. Alright. The collectibles are obviously serving as your... God damn it. Yes, they are serving as your goddammit. The collectibles sort of serve as a neat little guide. What? It's all about timing. You know. Not an unfamiliar concept when it comes to barrel blasting. And straight into the golden banana. Right. I suppose we'd better turn in those blueprints. I'm gonna turn in the blueprints, go to that portal that was mentioned by Squawks. As you may have noticed, there are 5 regular bananas for Donkey Kong there. Those are the last 5 regular bananas for Donkey Kong that we are missing. That's what we need, Kong. Another golden banana for you. So each time you bring a blueprint in, Snide has a neat little contraption. This is the one for this level. And you get a golden banana for your trouble. Alright, I'm just gonna skip the one for Diddy, so be right back. Oh, banana. Alright. So, we can hit the A button to take a look at these blueprints. Of course, we have exactly 2 out of 40, so we can't see much of this thing, but we will have an idea what it looks like once we collect more blueprints. I suppose we should go to that portal. As you know, I've been avoiding it. And there are some things that you just should not avoid. Climb this tree. And there be some mines. Turn around so you're facing the correct way. There we go. 100 regular bananas for Donkey and Diddy Kong, as well then 5 golden bananas. We're pretty much done here, except for the boss fight. So this is how every boss fight works. You have to collect a certain number of regular bananas in total, and feed them to Scoff. This is the blue guy over there on the right, and so that he can stomp on a thing in order to get Trough, the pink guy on the left, up to the key that will open the lock to the boss fight. Since this is World 1 and you only have access to 2 Kongs, it's fairly simple. You need 60, and I already have all 200 for Donkey and Diddy, so that makes things simple. Now, this looks random, however, you will always fight the same boss. Essentially, the boss, depending on the boss fight, you will be using a specific Kong. For this first one, you will be using Donkey Kong. You will be always using Donkey Kong for this first fight. Against this armadillo-looking thing, whose name is Armadillo. How about that shit? He's got these little turret things, and he's gonna try and shoot at us. Unfortunately, he is not a very good shot. And here's, like, mainly boss fights are used for picking up and throwing barrels. So I guess the tutorial on that helps in some respect, because you will be doing it for the majority of the boss fights in this game. That's what happens when you stand still. Pro tip, don't stand still. And don't turn around at inopportune moments. So that's 2 hits. This is not a very difficult boss fight. It also won't take fucking forever, as some of the other fights will. This is alright, so I'm gonna hang around the TNT barrel because last time... Because last time, I actually ran out of time between the thing here. There we go. You are given less time to hit Armadillo in between each hit. So 3 hits is all we need. It just blows up the turrets, and Armadillo's like, fuck this shit, and leaves behind a key for K. Lumsey's cage. And with Squawk stating the bleeding obvious, which I'm gonna skip, we're done with everything we can do here in Jungle Japes, so let's have a look. everything seems sufficient. So, we're gonna go ahead and exit level. Actually, what I'm going to do is quit game, because before a certain point, this is the only way to see the game over sequence. I'm gonna save first, even though it probably auto-saved. Look at K. Rool yucking it up. It's the button. Or he's hitting a button that does a thing several times. And he just yucks it up and... game overness happens. As... this phallic-looking thing prepares to shoot at a thing, but you never actually see it. Which is weird. But anyway, that'll wrap up this first recording session of Donkey Kong 64. So next time, we'll go into the next level and probably save a couple of Kongs along the way. See you then.